Hi there, everyone. My name is Mike, and I'm from Petawise Technologies in Toronto, Canada. We are the exclusive Canadian distributor for Uniview products in Canada. And today we're going to talk about a few different topics. First, we're going to talk about EZView and why EZView is such a great program on your smartphone. It makes it easy to view live view or recorded playback, upgrade cameras, and things like that. So I'm just going to show a phone here. We're going to pull up the devices. You can see a red dot down below, and that shows that there's a firmware upgrade available for that device. We're actually going to click on the UNV public demo, and you can see P2P upgrade has a red dot. So we have one camera there that needs to be upgraded. So we'll go ahead and upgrade that to the latest firmware and show you how easy it is to upgrade the firmware using EZView. So ready to upgrade, and now you can see it's downloading the latest firmware. Now keep in mind you can upgrade the firmware from EZView app, which is on a smartphone or iPad. You can also upgrade the firmware from the NVR itself as long as it has an internet connection and it is connected to the cloud. And the third option is you can upgrade it from a browser itself. So once that camera has the latest firmware, the camera will restart and then it will have the latest firmware on it. Another feature which we find is not utilized enough is the Smart Search feature. So I will pull that up and we'll take a look at the Smart Search feature. So here I am doing an HMI or HDMI capture from the NVR interface itself. So this is the actual NVR. So we're actually going to pull up a video here. We're going to do a playback. So we'll go to playback. We're going to click smart. And we're going to click the camera that we want to do a smart search on. You can see on the calendar anywhere that has red has recorded footage. We're going to go to the recorded footage and we'll click play and then we're going to click pause. We're going to do a smart search. We're going to clear all. And then we're going to do smart search feature here. So we just want this area here. We want to see if there's any movement in that smart search area. We'll click search. And now I will go closer in on the recorded footage so you can see how this operates. So the green is the smart search area. And blue is normal recording, red is motion. So when I click play here, because we're doing a smart search, you'll see it'll play very fast. Once it hits the green area, that is the smart search area. And you can see that there's movement in that smart search area at that time. We'll go closer to the end of the green, and then you'll see when it gets to the end of the green, it will start playing fast again. So smart search is very handy. For example, somebody said they left their cell phone on the table and they said, oh, I left it right here. You can do a smart search on that area and it will take you right to the recorded footage when somebody took the cell phone or the cell phone was placed there. Now, Uniview products does have full range of software support, easy series, so tools, station, view. So what I also really like about the playback is the smooth and fast response of the playback. So you can see here, you know, we can click for live view. If we want to do a playback, you just go playback. You can select the camera here. This is a thermal camera, but we'll take a look at another camera here. We'll take a look at this camera. And you can see when I click play, it's very fast to come up and bring up the recorded footage. You can also play back multiple cameras. So we'll just pause it here, actually stop it, and we'll play a few different cameras. So you can see I'm playing 3 cameras there, and it had no problem pulling up 3 cameras all at once. Now we are looking at the same time on all 3 cameras. and that is the playback footage, and it's playing all three at the same time. So why is it good for dealers or installation technicians? EZCloud is a very good tool. We can pull that up again, and we can show why EZCloud is good for a technician. They can pull up all their remote locations and go back and see all their remote locations in a nutshell there. You can also pull up and do favorite views. So if we pull up some cameras, we'll just pull up a couple cameras here on live view. And we'll change the images from 1 to, say, 4. And we'll pull up, you can see we have 4 cameras here. Now, if we want to save this as a favorite view, it's very simple. You have a star up on the top right corner. You can hit that, and you can name this view, for example, outside perimeter view, or we'll just name it test 1 for this case. But you know, if you have multiple different locations, instead of pulling up the NVRs and, you know, just doing live view on all the cameras, perhaps you want to see certain important cameras, and you can save your favorite views if you like. Now, alarm notifications. You can also receive alarm notifications through the EZView app. So if we go down to alarm notifications, go to general, and we want to go to push notification settings. We want to turn on allow notifications. And then at this point, we can go to alarm notifications at the bottom, and you're going to click on allow notifications at the bottom as well, and make sure which NVR you want to receive alarm notifications for is on. So once that is on, you will receive alarm notifications. If there's motion or you know, VCA, it depends on what alarm notifications you have set up. But you can receive notifications through your mobile phone and EZView app. So we're just going to show a little bit about cross-line detection and intrusion detection at this point. So we will pull this back up, and we'll just go to a live view. All right, so to set up a cross-line detection or intrusion detection, I'll just pull up one of these cameras here. And we can go to menu, and we can go to VCA. And you can see we have many different analytics here. We have face detection, face comparison, cross-line detection, intrusion detection, enter area, leave area. Fire detection is suitable on thermal cameras only, as well as smoking detection and temperature measurement. I would say the most popular two are cross-line detection or intrusion detection. So we're just going to go through quickly and show you how we set these up. So if we click on cross-line detection, we can click here, and we can see this camera, and now we can draw an area. So say we wanted to be alerted every time a vehicle or a person cross that line. We can draw a line there, and you can see we'll be alerted if they're going from the B side to the A side or from the A side to the B side. Now I'll save that. Now we can also select the object type. Do we want to be alerted if it's a motor vehicle, non-motor vehicle, or pedestrian? We'll just say we want to be alerted only if it's a pedestrian. Now say we want to change, we only want to be alerted if somebody's coming from the A side to the B side. We can change that like that, and then we click apply. Now we'll be only alerted if somebody comes in from the A side to the B side. We won't have an alert if somebody goes from the B side or leaving this premises, basically. So that's basically in a nutshell how you set up cross-line detection. Now we will take a look at intrusion detection. Now you cannot set up both. So you'll see when I click on intrusion detection, intrusion detection is a little bit different. It's like a box, so we can draw a box. A lot of people set up intrusion detection on their front porch. You know, if they receive a Amazon delivery, it will alert them. So here you can see we set up an area number 1. You can set up 4 different intrusion detection areas. Now the sensitivity is by default set at 50. The time threshold, how long somebody is going to be inside that box. So we'll say 3 seconds. And the percentage. So the box is not taking up the whole image, so we'll say about 25%. So a human, if they walk into that, we'll lower it about 20%. So if a person walks into this box, they will be fairly close to the camera, and they would take up 20% of that box. So it would provide an intrusion detection alert, and these can be much more reliable than just your motion detection. As with motion detection, you can have false alarms or alerts from, blowing tree branches, aside driving snow or rainfall. So this will really cut down on the false alarms. We can be detected if it's a motor vehicle or pedestrian. So we can click apply there. And we did talk about cloud upgrade, so I will just show how you would do it on an NVR. We can click maintenance. We can go system upgrade. I showed you on the phone already, but we can go to IP camera. We'll just select all IP cameras, check for update. Now, because we did it on the phone, you can see there's a few here. They have a cloud here. So if I click this cloud, gotta select the camera first. So you can see those 2 cameras are now upgrading to the latest firmware. So that's how you would do it on the NVR. The last and final thing I just want to talk about briefly here is plug and play. So with the NVR, it does have some nice features, especially for an installer. So if we go to network, you can see this is on a static IP address because we do not have enable DHCP turned on. You can see the cloud device is offline at this time, but we are going to go to maintenance and network info. And what I like about this as an installer, you can go to PoE port status. Now these cameras are all on the network, so they are not directly plugged into the NVR. But if they were, we'll just look at option port number 4 here. If we had a camera plugged in directly, you would see power, wattage up top, and the number 4 port would be lit up blue because it's sending and receiving data. So this is great for a system integrator or installer. If you're having problems with a particular camera, you can look at this if the cameras are plugged directly into the NVR and kind of take an overview of what cameras are plugged in directly and troubleshoot from there. So I hope these few topics help out a little bit. And I would say the smart search feature is a very useful feature. Just get out of here. One thing we're going to look at that a lot of installers do not set up is the proper time and daylight savings time. So if we go to menu, we'll go to system. We'll just confirm the time is correct. You want Eastern Standard Time if you're in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. And what a lot of installers forget to do is go to daylight savings time and turn it on. I see that a lot. And in that case, if daylight savings time is not turned on, the NVR will only be or have the correct time for half the year. So we want to make sure if you do have daylight savings time in your area where the NVR is installed, you want to make sure daylight savings time is turned on. So the NVR will change the time automatically. So if we go to daylight savings time here, you can see in the spring, the second week of March, it's going to push the time forward by 1 hour. And the first week of November, the time is going to fall back by 60 minutes, you can see there. So that's pretty much it. I hope that gives you some good knowledge on the ease of use of EZView, the mobile app, and the NVR itself with some of the different functionalities you can use on the units. Thanks for watching our video, and we hope to see you in the next one.